Hey y'all, Alex here from Music Hub, your home of the Music Deep Dive. And today we'll be doing a review of the 2022 biography by Olivier Zunz, The Man Who Understood Democracy, The Life of Alexis de Tocqueville. Alexis Charles-Henri Clérel de Tocqueville, born the 29th of July, 1805 in Paris, died the 16th of April, 1859 in Cannes. One of the founders of modern political science, Tocqueville's analysis of American politics, the 1835 treatise Democracy in America, was a revelation for the advocacy of democratic thought in the West. While he was not blind to the faults of democracy, and indeed he grew skeptical of its staying power during the time of the American Civil War, Tocqueville believed France could learn from the American example, and his 1856 work, The Old Regime and the Revolution, analyzed the French Revolution as both a jumping-off point and a learning experience for the country. This book was written by Olivier Zunz, born the 19th of July, 1946, in Paris. Born and raised in France, Zunz served as a history professor at the University of Virginia for the better part of 40 years, only recently stepping down from that role. His research focused in American political studies with a special emphasis on the work of Tocqueville. He has several scholarly books written on Tocqueville and his life. This work is his first attempt at writing a front-to-back biography. And I don't know, I think the strengths and weaknesses of this book align pretty well with other popular biographies written by academics that I've read. Zunz's strength is in the political and philosophical analysis that this book has, and this book is filled with discussions of Tocqueville's perspectives and how he came to those conclusions from his lived experiences, both while he was touring America in the early 1830s and when he served the French government as a politician afterwards. It's so full of these discussions, in fact, that there almost isn't room for anything else. Tocqueville's personal life is almost a complete afterthought here. Even potential romantic interests are glossed over in a paragraph here or there. And let it be said, I do understand that discussing a person's philosophical views is a gateway into their psyche as much as really any talk about their personal life would be, because that is literally their outlook on life that we are talking about. We come to know these people through their writings, and I'm certain Zunz subscribes to that viewpoint as well, given the approach he's taken with this book. But there is something to be said for the more material things. I think they add details to a person's life that prepared writings just do not. In this, I feel like I'm getting a detailed picture of Tocqueville's personality, but it's not a fully three-dimensional picture. It feels like there's something missing. But fundamentally, there's not much to complain about. This book wins on most other counts. Zunz doesn't lose the reader in the details. All of the conclusions he draws about Tocqueville and the viewpoints that he presents are things that the reader would probably be like, oh, yeah, I should have thought of that. That tracks. It's not an academic biography, so we're not drowning in in-text citations either. And one thing I like is how Zunz focuses on Tocqueville's relationship with slavery, kind of in the latter half of the book, as a spectator, watching in horror as it split apart the very concept of government that he spent so much of his life championing. He died 2 years before the Civil War's onset, still feeling that sense of grave uncertainty, and that causes the story to end in a rather sudden, confused way. Perhaps it's credit to Tocqueville's vision that over 150 years later, democracy lives on in all of its fragile glory. So yeah, strong book overall. Go out and pick it up. As of this video, it's still new enough that it's not even out in paperback yet, so it's as up-to-date an account on Tocqueville and his philosophies on life as you will find. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, more reviews are to come. Tell a friend as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here at your home for the Music Deep Dive.